Kaunti ya Vihiga ni kaunti ambayo inapatikana magharibi mwa Kenya. Hali ya jinsia inazidi kuwa jambo muhimu kufikia maendeleo endelevu, almaarufu SDGs. Uongozi wa wanawake katika kaunti na mashirika mbalimbali kama lile la Center for the Study of Adolescence CSA iko kwenye dhamira ya kuhakikisha kuwa sera na sheria katika kaunti zinapigwa msasa kutoka kwa mtazamo wa kijinsia, na wanawake katika ngazi za chini wanawezeshwa kiuchumi na kupewa nafasi sawa katika utawala. Nilitembelea kaunti hii kubaini hali ya uongozi ya jinsia. Katika kaunti hii karibu wanawake 35 kutoka kaunti ndogo 5 za kaunti ya Vihiga wako katika mafunzo namna ya kujisimamia kama mwanamke, kutetea uongozi katika ngazi za chini na za juu, na jinsi wanavyoweza kutumia vyombo vya habari na mitandao ya kijamii au kidijitali kushinikiza ajenda za maendeleo kutoka kwa mtazamo wa kijinsia.
Okay, first, maybe I'll say it's just lack of knowledge and maybe ignorance among the women that is making us to be suppressed.
Some women think that they're not good enough for leadership. So you'll find that most women who are in leadership, they sort of have someone who was a leader in their family or someone who mentored them into that. But those who do not have such, they can never think of leadership. They just think it's a male thing. It's men who should lead because I'm going to have my house, my husband will be leading me, so it's men leading. So that's what some women think. And when you want to get into leadership, someone will tell you, if you want to keep your family, usiingie politics. You know, they feel like after getting into politics, you will want to lead every other person, even in your home. So it makes women feel like they're not good enough. I was a class prefect, that's okay. Iishie hapo. So when it comes to national politics, county, no one thinks about it.
Haja ya kuongeza wanawake ili kwamba wakati miswada inawakilishwa bungeni wawe wamejihami vyema kuhoji miswada hiyo, ikiwa ni pamoja na BBI ya sasa, kuhakikisha kuwa wanajumuisha masuala ya wanawake. Nilisema na baadhi ya wanawake hawa.
Mostly it's maybe lack of exposure, then there is poverty, because when you have nothing to show, it's always so hard for people to notice you.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe if you have something to do, there's something you're doing, that's when you get the chance to be known. And that's how you get into leadership. Because people believe that the haves are those who should lead. That's what people believe. But I know leadership is not about the money or about material things. Leadership is it's inborn. Or maybe it's created from within.
When it comes in leadership in Vihiga County, you find that in Vihiga County, most of the positions that we are given are nominations. When we go to politics, we are not considered due to our disabilities. People see that we cannot make it.
And as I grew in unionism, I realized that in leadership, you don't wait to be given.
Wanawake hawa wakipata fursa moja kwa moja kuweza kutengamana naye Elizabeth Akinyi, ambaye kwa sasa ni mwanaharakati katika tasnia ya wanaharakati na ile ya miungano.
When I took that position, UASU, despite the fact that it has been there for a long time, was not observing best practices, as in they did not have the women caucus. So we had an opportunity to establish the women caucus. And because I was a host, I was elected. I was actually first of all nominated to be amongst the first people to steer, so that we now had the University Academic Staff Union Women Caucus in line with educational international best practices. There was an election and I vied, and I was elected as the first ever women leader in UASU. That gave me an international position, and by virtue of that, I sit in the board of African Women Education Network, in short, AWEN.
That's an international body.
That's an international body.
Kuongeza sauti ya wanawake wachanga katika kaunti hii ya Vihiga imesukumwa na serikali ya kaunti ya Vihiga na shirika isiyo ya serikali ambayo inajulikana kama CSA katika programu inayoitwa Dadas Arising, ambayo ilizinduliwa kusaidia viongozi ambao ni wanawake wachanga kuongeza ushiriki wao katika kujadili masuala muhimu ya kitaifa. Niliuliza mtazamo wake Rispa wa mchakato wa BBI na majibu yakajitokeza.
Currently, there is the issue of BBI and leadership. Do you feel young women like you from Vihiga County, they have been given a chance to lead? Or would they be given a chance to lead?
I want to be honest, I've not really gone through that, is it a booklet or a document? Yeah. So I just get ideas from people, and I always don't like going by what people say. Because when someone reads something, they give you what they get from it. Yeah, what they think.
But BBI has not considered a person living with disability in general. And also it has not considered women with disability. What I can say, they could consider as being that we have that strength that we can do what others can do. And they could have given us that chance in that they could see what we can do best.
Wakati nchi inapoelekea kwenye uchaguzi wa urais wa 2022, wanawake haswa walemavu bado wana changamoto.
I think when the county is doing its budgeting, it should put us in those budgeting so that we also can participate in that budgeting, so that we can know this is what we want and this is what they want, so that we can know this one is going for this particular group and this one is going for this particular group. I being in that group, I being in that budgeting, I'll support my women with disability and any other person living with disability, because I know what we people with disability are facing, because I'm also in that challenge. And you find that when you get somebody who is not with disability, won't know what I, person with disability, is passing through. But being that I'm in that shoe, I'll have the challenge that any other person is facing.
And read about it.
The document, has it reached you?
Not yet. Not yet. Because even if it reaches, I know the language these people use. Okay, we may be scholars or we may have gone to school, but some of those languages, you just have to get time and sit down and say, I want to read this. That's how you'll understand it. But if not, you'll just read it like a normal book. And you won't get anything out of it. Yeah.
As a young woman, a young girl from Vihiga County, is the document going to benefit you? Do you feel it's the right time?
I don't really feel. Okay, maybe other things about it, but I don't really feel it's the thing we need now. There are so many things we need to take care of other than that.
I've not seen the document. I've not read it. But I think that women should not just be told. They should sit down and interrogate this document. Even in the chamas, because it will affect them somehow. Even in the chamas, women are very good at coming together. They should make it a priority to go through this document and get the facts for themselves.
Kwa kuwawezesha wanawake kuchangia vyema mazungumzo ya kitaifa kuelekea uchaguzi wa 2022 katika maeneo ya magharibi, kati na pwani ya Kenya, wanawake waliofunzwa wanatarajiwa kushinikiza ajenda ya wanawake bila kujali jinsia zao.
This thing is unique to me being that it's giving me the strength of going out and speaking out my voice, compared to any other meetings that I'm not given that opportunity. Yeah. Here, when I'll have a problem, in case I want to vie for any post and they are not giving me the opportunity, I'll raise my voice to the Dadas arising, and I know with the confidence I have in them, they'll support me to go ahead.
Our situation then was quite different, because then the girls and the children belong to community. So basically everyone around this child, whether boy or girl, was interested in the welfare of the child. Adults would never talk things carelessly in front of children. Children would not access even materials that were not child-friendly. But that has since passed. We are living in a very liberal society, liberal world. You can get anything anywhere. And everyone who looks at these young children do not look at them as people who need nurturing. They look at them as people who need to be exploited. So I think we need to understand that things have changed. I would say that I had a very easy time growing up as a child because everyone saw me as somebody that needed to be nurtured to become better. The environment is not the same today.
Huku awamu ya kuelimisha wasichana na wanawake wanaonuia kujiunga katika nyadhifa mbalimbali za uongozi, mafunzo kama haya huenda yakawafaa.
What I've learned today is that we are not supposed to sit behind. We are supposed to come in front so that people can know that we also exist. And also our talking and our voices will make us people understand us and know that we know our rights as women living with disability. Yeah.
Actually, we are learned, and when it comes to matters concerning women, through this training, I'm able to now come out, sensitize other women, and even empower them more, and see how best we can change Vihiga County, not just relying on men, but also women can also have that opportunity.
Bonyeza kidude cha subscribe kwenye YouTube kwa taarifa kama hizi.
To all the little girls out there, there is an eagle in you. Cultivate, make it grow, bring it out, because every coin has two sides. So in every person, there are the good sides and the bad ones. So focus on your good side. Focus on your strengths, because don't compare yourself. Be unique, stand out, because don't fight to be the best. You know the best can be overtaken by another person, but when you are unique, no one can overtake you.
Being a female and also living with disability, we also wish to be voted the way others are being voted. You find that when we go to the ballot, we are always left out. The reason being that they see that we cannot make it. But with us, we have that focus that we can do it. Yeah.
Taarifa hii imedhaminiwa na Center for the Study of Adolescence, CSA. Nikiripotia Straight News, mimi ni Ode Francis.